The worst lockdown in more than 70 years of conflict in disputed Kashmir is in its 100th day. India put the tight security measures in place after it scrapped the region's special status.
A top Kashmiri leader is now calling on Pakistan to respond to what he called an annexation by dissolving its peace accords with India and redesignating Kashmir's de facto border back to a ceasefire line.
On August the 5th, the federal government withdrew Article 370 of the Indian Constitution, which granted Kashmir partial autonomy. It also split the state into two distinct territories, Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh.
It was a bid by Prime Minister Narendra Modi's government, which runs on a Hindu nationalist agenda, to exert more control over the Muslim-majority state.
And the decision was accompanied by a harsh crackdown. Anticipating unrest, New Delhi deployed hundreds of thousands of troops there, imposing a sweeping curfew, arresting thousands and cutting virtually all communications.
The move has inflamed tensions between India and its rival Pakistan. Both administer parts of Kashmir but claim it in full. Pakistan has denounced India's move, cutting trade and transport ties, and expelled India's ambassador.
And Delhi has since gradually eased its clampdown, such as lifting roadblocks. But according to Kashmiri media, mobile and landline phone connections are not totally restored.
As a mark of silent protest, many shops remain closed, except for brief periods during the day. For more on this, let's cross over to Rebecca Bundan. She's in Mumbai for more. Rebecca, 100 days. Any sign of that Kashmir's lockdown will be lifted anytime soon?
It's 100 days now, and there's still life is yet to return to normal in Kashmir. But what we have seen is there have been some easing of restrictions as these days have gone on. We have seen some phone connections being restored in terms of some landlines and postpaid mobile phones, but still a lot of telephone connections blocked. Also, internet communications that remains a complete blackout. So there's that problem as well. But most recently now, we've just seen some of the train services resuming. They resumed today from Srinagar, and that's quite a significant step, really, because it means that there is some public transport back in action that should allow people to move about a bit more. The services have been very limited, only a couple of trains running today, so far from normal. And in terms of the number of hours they're operating, it's very, very limited to just a few hours a day because of the security concerns there. Also, businesses, a lot of them are actually choosing to remain shut in a sign of protest, but also because of the fear of moving around and being open. We've seen reports coming through of some grenade attacks in recent weeks, also reports of some labourers from outside of Kashmir being killed by suspected militants. So there is still there's still a lot of uncertainty and a lot of fear among the local people. Although some schools have reopened as well, it's largely the fact that parents are choosing to keep their children away from school because of these the limited communications that are in place and those concerns about the safety. The Indian government has been saying that the situation is returning to normal, and interestingly, Piyush Goyal, with the railways minister yesterday tweeted that the train services were resuming in Kashmir because things are normal in terms of the situation there.
But Rebecca, Mr. Jilani's call for Pakistan to withdraw from peace accords with India, how much weight does that actually carry?
Well, he is a very, very influential leader, so it is worth noting that. He's also in his early 90s, he's in ill health, and as he said himself, this may be his last communication. But certainly what we've seen from Pakistan in terms of the Kashmir issue since India decided to revoke the region's special status on 5th of August, the response from Pakistan has been that it wants to internationalize this matter and try and win support internationally, while India's stance has been that it wants this to be an internal matter. It doesn't want outside interference. It wants to handle the issue itself. So with these comments that have come out, certainly those are historic peace treaties. It wouldn't really help in terms of Pakistan winning international support. Rather, if we look at the comments that have come out most recently from Imran Khan in Pakistan, they've largely been focused on trying to highlight what he describes as the oppression of people in Kashmir at the moment, with those restrictions that are still in place that we've talked about, and the fact that life in Kashmir still really is quite a long way off returning to normal.
Thank you very much. Rebecca Bundan speaking to us from Mumbai.